Hi everyone, it's Alex with Holistic Movement Pilates. Today I have an upper body and core workout for you on your reformer using your infinity foot bar. So if you don't have your infinity foot bar, unfortunately you cannot do this series. If you do have your infinity foot bar, we're gonna go ahead and take it down just past your shoulder block. So if you have an Allegro 2 like me, the only way your foot bar moves is if you lift it up and it tilts back towards your carriage, and then it should slide in and out. Now make sure when you tilt it back, you just let go of it and then you slide it out. Now mine is gonna lock into place. There's little dots on the side of my reformer. Mine locks into place like right where the knotted part of my rope is. So not by my headrest, my shoulder blocks, a little further than back than that, right by the knotted part of my ropes. You should be straight up and down with your foot bars, and then let go of it, and then you should find it where it locks into place. And then once it locks into place, we're gonna do a heavy and a light spring. Anything else can come off, so one heavy, one light, and then we're gonna lie ourselves down. If you want your headrest to be up or down, that is going to be, cold carriage, up to you guys today. And then if the shoulder blocks bother you, you can also take them out if you have the ability to take your shoulder blocks out like mine. I think that they're fine when I do this. So to start, hands are gonna be rotated towards your foot bars. Rather than grabbing on the top where your feet are usually at, we're gonna grab on the sides. And then I'm gonna take my hands a little higher than shoulder width up, or shoulder height, not shoulder width up, about like middle of our shoulder blocks here. It should feel pretty comfortable when you get them there. A neutral position of our pelvis, and then legs are gonna go up into a tabletop position. They're zipped together. On an exhale, we're gonna pull our elbows wide into our ribs, and then we're gonna inhale, extend our arms back out. So an exhale, pull, inhale, extend. Now, we're not gonna be able to get to fully extended arms here. Exhale, pull, inhale. As we extend, just letting ourselves go as far as we feel comfortable with those shoulder blocks, and then back out. Now, if you want to add in any legs with these, that is going to be up to you today. You can go single leg extensions. You can go double leg extensions. You could even go legs straight up to the ceiling, lower and lift one leg, lower and lift both legs. Again, it's up to you today. Exhale, pull, inhale, extend. I'm trying to keep my bra line heavy. And again, that neutral position of my pelvis the entire time. I'm gonna do 3, 2, 1. Okay, feet are gonna go back down. You can let go of your foot bars. You can give yourselves a little bit of a stretch. I always like to sway my knees from side to side. Feels good on my back. You don't have to do that though if you don't want to. And then we are going to take our hands on to our foot bars. The palms are going to be flipped up to the ceiling. I would go as wide as you can, so pretty wide with your hands. Legs back up into a tabletop position, still neutral. Elbows are open out to the sides. Exhale, pull ourselves in. Inhale as we extend. Try to keep your wrists long now for this whole series. Again, the legs are up to you. Single legs, double legs, straight legs. Again, up to you guys. All I'm gonna do for myself today are single leg extensions. Exhale in, inhale out. Again, try to keep those bra lines heavy. Abs are in on every exhale. Again, elbows are kind of pulling to our ribs, extending wide, pulling ribs, extending wide. Okay, I'm gonna do 4, 2, and 1. Ooh. Okay, again, relax your feet. Feel free to give yourselves a little stretch. Last thing that we're gonna do here for our arm series, hands are gonna be on shoulder block distance away. Palms are gonna be rotated to the floor this time. Again, neutral position of our pelvis, legs go up into a tabletop position. They're zipped together. On an exhale, we pull our elbows down to our ribs and we inhale to extend. Again, everything else is up to you from there. Exhale, pull to the ribs. Inhale as we extend. Again, I am trying to keep my wrists long the entire time. Think you are using your muscles to pull in, but then you are also using them to control out. So don't let the springs pull you back. Let your arms work to resist back. Okay, I'm gonna do 4, 3, and 1. Okay, relax your feet back down. Feel free to give those knees a little sway from side to side. And then we're gonna go ahead and sit ourselves up. We are gonna stay on the same springs. If you have your headrests up, I would just move them all the way down. As we sit ourselves off to the sides, we're gonna take off the light spring. So now we're just on a single heavy spring. We're gonna rotate towards our foot bars. Legs are gonna go long in between our shoulder blocks. Your headrests are all the way down now. And then if your legs don't fit comfortably, you could either cross them over one another, or if you have shoulder blocks that rotate, you can obviously rotate your shoulder blocks out. Okay, reach forward, grab onto your foot bars, and we're gonna sit up nice and tall. My hands are a little wider than my shoulders. And then when we sit up tall, think abs are into your back. So we're gonna exhale, pull wide to pull ourselves in. Inhale, extend out. Exhale, pull wide. Inhale as we extend. Stay sitting up just nice and tall, right on top of your sits bones the entire time. Exhale, pull. Inhale, extend. Now make sure when you extend, you're not getting pulled forward for protraction. Your shoulders are staying down into their back pockets. All right, I'm gonna go 3, 2, 1, and then extend. Okay, now hands are gonna go shoulder block distance away, palms are flipped up towards the ceiling this time. We're still sitting up nice and tall on top of our sits bones. When we pull in, elbows should be going in and past our ribs, extend. Exhale, in and past ribs, and extend. Exhale, pull. Inhaling again as we extend back out. Try to keep those shoulders again down and back. Think scoop into your core. Okay, I'm gonna do 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, then once we extend, take your palms rotated to the floor. Doesn't matter how wide. Hands though stay on your foot bar. We're gonna fold over our legs. I do want your shoulders to come up into your ears here, and then just stay in this nice stretch. So shoulders and ears, heads heavy, stretch forward. Okay, and then we shouldn't be too far from home. We're just gonna let go of our foot bars, and we're gonna stack our spines all the way back up. We'll sit ourselves off to the sides. We're gonna change to 1 medium spring. It should be fine for everyone, but if it does feel too heavy, you can always go to a light instead of the medium, and I am taking my heavy spring off. So just the 1 medium. We're gonna kneel on our reformers with our forearms down onto the foot bars. Your knees are going to be a couple inches away from the shoulder blocks, just because they eventually, your thighs will probably touch the shoulder blocks here, and my toes are going to be curled underneath me. I am going to scoop my knees actually a little further back, so I'm more in like a kneeling plank position rather than a 4-point kneeling. So my shoulders are over my elbows, but my hips are a little further forward than my knees. Okay, keeping a neutral position of our pelvis. On an exhale, I'm going to tuck my pelvis, pull my knees in, and then I'm gonna inhale and let the carriage get pulled back. Again, if that's too heavy, go to a light spring. If you want it heavier, scoot your knees a little further back. Again, keep your arms, tuck your pelvis, pull the carriage in with your knees, and then inhale as you extend out. So the idea is when you pull in, your butt is gonna go back towards your heels. Your knees should slide like under the foot bar and back out. Exhale, tuck, pull. Inhale as we return back out. Should feel your upper body and your core working here. Exhale, pull. Inhale, return. Okay, we're gonna go 4, 3, 2, and last one. And then back out. Okay, once you go back out, pause. We're gonna sit ourselves off to the sides, and then we're just gonna take our foot bars all the way back now to the last position. So again, the only time mine moves is when it tilts back. Let go of it, slide it, and then to lock it into place, it goes straight up and down, and it should lock like a foot or so away from your shoulder blocks. And now we're going on to a light spring. Take off the medium, and then we're going to take our hands onto our foot bars here. I'm going to step onto my headrest first, and then once we step onto our headrest, I'm going to step my feet back so I'm in a plank. Now when I step back, my chest is not over the foot bar, and I'm just going to hold a plank. Okay, shift a little further forward so your chest is over. On an exhale, you're going to tuck your pelvis, hike your hips. If you can drop your heels down, do so. Keep the arms in the same position. Legs go back out. Ready? Tuck, pike, try to drop the heels, pause in. Inhale, back out. Exhale, tuck, pike, drop those heels. Inhale, back out. Again, I'm keeping my arms in the same position the entire time. Using my core to tuck and lift. And then inhale back. Let's do 3, 2, and 1. And back out. Okay, walk forward, back into your headrest. Stand in your headrest. Hands on the foot bars. Give yourselves a little stretch here. And then we're going to do some push-ups to finish off. We're just going to do wide push-ups. Okay. This time when we do push-ups, it is easier if you're pushing your foot bar forward, so your chest is going to be over your straps here and not shifted forward over your foot bar. So we're not here. If you look at your screen, we're going to be back here. So keep your arms and your chest here. Walk your feet back so that your legs are long and you're in a plank. Toes are curled, heels are lifted. Okay, 10 wide push-ups, bend wide, press, wide, press. Range of motion is up to you. Abs are in. I have 5 more. 2, 1. Okay, walk your feet forward again. Drop your chest down. If you want more of a stretch, walk your feet just a little further back. You can look side to side with your heads if you want to stretch out your necks a little more. Okay, we're gonna step off to the sides of our reformers, and we're just gonna pull our foot bars back. So again, the only time mine moves is when it tilts back. I'm gonna let go of it, and then it glides when you let go. Foot bar is just gonna go back to the starting position, and then we're on a light. Add on a heavy with your light spring. We're gonna lie ourselves down. Headrest can be up or down. That is up to you. And we're just gonna finish with a quick arm and abdominal series. So once we get down, we're gonna reach behind us, grab our short loops into our hands. Arms should be going straight up to the ceiling. Hands should be right over our shoulders, over our chest, neutral position of our pelvis, and then legs go up into a tabletop position. They're zipped together. Okay, we're gonna press our arms all the way down to our hips. We're gonna pause. Palms are gonna rotate towards our hips. We're gonna inhale out to a T, exhale to our hips. Inhale out to a T, exhale as we press our palms to our hips, engaging our core on each press. Okay, now let's add in some single legs. So when I open my arms, my right leg goes out. When I pull it back, my arms are back, my legs back. Left leg when I open, exhale, pull everything back. Inhale out, exhale back in. Bra lines stay heavy. Feel your lats, feel your biceps really engaging as you press. Okay, I'm gonna do one more right, one more left. Then when the left leg comes in, keep your knees in tabletop, keep your palms rotated to your hips. You might have to adjust your straps, your hands in the straps here, palms stay rotated in. Tricep press, so when you bend your elbows, palms should be rotated towards each other. Again, you might have to readjust your hands in your straps. Exhale, press your palms down. Inhale, bend, exhale, press. Long fingers or a fist, that is up to you. Make sure your palms stay rotated in. Add in single legs. Right leg out when we press in. Left leg out when you press in. Again, abs are in. Okay, I'm going to do one more right leg extending, one more left leg extending. When my left leg comes in, we're going to pause in. Go ahead, press your arms all the way down to your hips. Palms are rotated towards the floor. Right leg reaches out, it stays here. Arms open out to a T, they go up to the ceiling. Don't move your right leg, pull your arms down to your hips for circles. Out to your T, up to the ceiling, exhaling as we pull down for circles. 2 more. Last one. Okay, I'm gonna go all the way to my hips, pause, pull the right leg in, reach our left leg out, pause, left leg stays, arms go up, out to our T, exhale to the hips. Inhale up, out, exhale, press. We have 4. Okay, last one. Okay, relax your feet. Relax your arms. Feel free to give those knees a little sway from side to side. Okay, we're gonna hang our straps back up onto the pegs. We're gonna do a little, should get into your chest here, and then a little like lower back stretch. Grab onto your shoulder blocks, elbows should be open out wide. You have the option to keep your feet on the foot bar, which does feel better on your low backs if you have any low back issues. But if you feel fine with your low backs, then your legs are going to go up into a tabletop position. Shoulders stay heavy. We're going to inhale, sway the knees to the right side of the room. Hips, backs come up. Again, keep your left shoulder down. And then on an exhale, you should be engaging your obliques to pull back center. Then you're going to inhale to the left. Keep your right shoulder down. Exhale, use your obliques to pull back center. Now, if you want to stretch out your necks, you can look to the left when your legs go right. And you can bring it back. And you can look to the left, or sorry, right when your legs go left. And inhale back. Up to you if you add in your heads looking side to side. Okay, I'm going to do one more right, one more left. When we finish our last one on the left, we'll relax our feet down. You can let go of your shoulder blocks. We'll sit ourselves off to the sides. We are all finished with that workout. As always, I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for joining me today.